feel like right now you might be in the space of wondering when things are going to get better. But I almost feel like Spirit's kind of challenging that a little bit and saying, look how far you've already come. Look how far you've already come. I feel like you're already standing in a huge blessing right now without even fully realizing it, because it's not as like loud or as big as you hope it would be, or you're not exactly where you thought you would be by now. But there's this message here about acknowledging the fact that you have already made it this far. And that in and of itself is amazing, because I feel like there are things that you didn't even think that you would survive or get past. And it's like, look at where you are right now. Look at where you are right now. I think sometimes we get so caught up in what's on the horizon that we forget what's behind us and what we have already overcome and everything that we have survived and surpassed. And there's a message here about your resilience, and I feel like you're tired of being resilient. I feel like you're tired of having to really just learn. But the growth is actually a huge part of the blessing, a huge part, and the wisdom that you acquire as well. You've really been put into like student mode when it comes to this spiritual school that we are living in. You have really been forced to learn some big lessons, and you learn them. Some people never learn them. Some people just keep repeating the cycle over and over and over. And it's like, what you have gone through didn't break you. It didn't break you. It only made you stronger. It only made you all the more wise. It only made you all the more like humble, and ultimately you will notice that you are so grateful for everything that you have gone through, because you wouldn't be standing where you're about to be standing, okay? So know that you're already standing in a blessing. All right, even if it doesn't necessarily feel like it because you're not where you thought that you were going to be or where you hoped you would be, you're on your way there. You're on your way there, and that is the blessing also. That is the blessing also, because there was a time in your recent past where you didn't think that you would get there. You didn't. I mean, this 10 of Swords is just haunting us. You guys have really been through it, but the past is the past. This is not something we're going to have to deal with again. Your past is your past. And I think yeah, you're forgetting that. Ooh, justice. I think you're forgetting that the lesson to learn is a huge, huge, huge blessing, okay? And what goes around comes around. You've passed the test, you've overcome, you've made it through, and now it's time to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now it's time to receive, okay? There's about to be so much good around you, but I think you are hesitant to get stuck in that fantasy. You're hesitant to feel like that's, a possibility for you, for fear of being delusional or, whatever. But I think in life we need to be delusional. We need to. What other choice is there? Be cynical? No. I would so much rather be delusional about the fact that my life is going to be amazing and it's going to be blessed and I'm going to be so lucky and so much good is going to come to me, than to sit there and say, well, it hasn't happened yet. Well, it's not going to happen. Well, I've been hearing this message. Well, you've been hearing this message for a reason, okay? Life has its timing. The universe has its timing. Be fucking delusional, because the more cynical you are, the further you push it away from you, okay? It's time to reframe the way that you are thinking, all right? And recognize you're already sitting on top. You're already sitting on top. Now, this is when the good can come, all right? So just know you've made it through, and it's only up from here.